Hello and welcome to the World Climbing Club and the final night here in Briançon. It's lead finals time, but before we get cracking with the action, we thought we'd take you to a place that's rarely seen, isolation, where the athletes warm up and get ready to perform in front of that crowd. So this is it, isolation, and of course right now it's pretty empty because the athletes are just about to come and join us. So I thought it'd be fun to pretend like I am an athlete. So let's say I'm walking in, this is the table, I'm greeted by lots of volunteers, and okay, what would I do first? Like, what's the process for isolation?
So first we will ask you your name, we will highlight your name to check that you're here, and then we will give you your bib with your number. And after we take your phone and all electronics like your iPhone, your headphone, everything that is internet connected, we remove it, and then you can chill out. The official would come and do a brief, like, okay, you're gonna go to the wall at 8, and after you wait, and us we call them, and we go to the wall. The first 4 stay at the wall behind it, and then the other one can come back here and wait, and we call like, okay, it's your turn, and we accompany them to the wall.
And what's the atmosphere like in here? Are the athletes stressed? Are they grumpy? Like, what's it like?
No, it's quite calm. It's a calm atmosphere. Some are talking, some are at their own bubble, like with some headphones that aren't connected to internet, and they can listen to music. Some talk with their coaches. What we see is that they pick a spot, and the Japanese will be at one side, the French on the other side. They stay with their team.
It's so interesting to hear about that. And you're kind of the most important people in this process because you've got to make sure no one's cheating. You've got to calm everyone down. It's a stressful job, so thank you so much for doing it. Really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Okay, well, we're going to catch some athletes as they come in and have a chat with them. Shooter, tell us how you warm up. How do you get ready for a finals?
Yeah, and first I do stretch, and next and finger warm up. And just finally endurance training, endurance warm up. Yes.
So Max, first finals, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really great. I'm really excited to finally climb in the World Cup finals.
And in front of the French crowd as well, that's going to be an experience.
That's going to be awesome. I will hear a lot of people cheering for me, and it's going to be really nice.
And what's your plan now? How do you warm up?
I'll just do some flow warm up. I don't know if it's called like this, but and then I'll climb and I'll make some resistance moves, and that's it.
Okay, well look, can't wait to watch you. Good luck with the finals.
Thank
Hope
you
it goes
very
well.
much.
See you
See ya.
later. So the Japanese team are here, the French team are here. There's Romain de Grange getting himself ready. I'm gonna annoy him. Romain, how are you doing today?
Not so bad, and you?
I'm good. You've just got one athlete, so a little bit less stressful for you. At least you don't have lots of people to worry about.
Everything easy. Max win tonight.
There we go, predictions for you. We're just grabbing athletes as they come into isolation. Congratulations for making the finals, #1. You are one of a few Olympic athletes who are here. So, I mean, the Games is like in 2 weeks or a week away. How are you feeling about that?
Yes, I decided to skip Chamonix because after Budapest I competed in Innsbruck, and there were too much competition and not time for training, so I decided to skip Chamonix and come here only for a final test. I'm not at 100%, but I think it's a good training, even competing in these conditions.
I'm worried now, so not 100%. Are you injured? Is there a problem?
No, but I'm training, and my focus is on Olympics, so I want to give my best there.
Well, Lara, best of luck for tonight. Hope it goes well.
Thank you.
Here is a man I really want to speak to, because Sebastian, do you remember during qualification you said, I haven't got a chance, I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to talk, and yet here you are in the finals. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, indeed, I'm back in the finals. After 1.5 years and 2 meniscus surgeries, I'm back in the finals, surprisingly.
But it's not surprising. I always believed in your talent, don't worry about that. How are you do you remember how to do isolation, or have you forgotten all the tricks?
Well, I barely remember. I mean, I'm already a bit old, so I mean, I tend to forget. But yeah, I still do remember, and it's good to refresh the memories, you know.
Awesome. Just quickly tell me, what's your routine in isolation? What are you going to be doing in there?
Well, normally my warm-up routine, I'm beginning with a few yoga exercises, then I just do a few movements for the feeling, for purely the climbing sensation, climbing a few moves quicker, slower, having the mixture of quick and slow climbing, and then I would probably do a few hard movements, like a few boulders or at least bouldery movements, then getting a little bit pumped and, well, then basically just keeping warm.
Awesome. Well, look, you've got a lot of fans out there. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much. I'll have fun.
See you later.
See you later.
So, Team Slovenia are here, and this is your first final. So, for people who don't know who you are, tell us your name.
I'm Rosa Rikard, and I'm competing for Slovenian team. And yes, it's my first finals. I was already super excited for semifinals, and I really didn't expect to come to the finals. So I'm super happy to be able to climb again, and I hope I will enjoy.
Are you feeling the pressure? Because it's a whole different game in the finals. Like, are you managing to keep those nerves at bay?
Maybe a little bit, but I just told myself that I want to enjoy this competition because I didn't set any expectations. I just want to enjoy it and have fun and also give a good fight. So yeah.
Well, look, that's a perfect way to finish our isolation chat. So best of luck for the finals. Let's head back to the wall because we've got an Olympian waiting for us. We were literally just leaving, but I'm going to take this opportunity to talk to you guys because, first of all, you definitely were out of the whole competition on that jump. Somehow you came back in. Congratulations, first of all. It's like a second life for you. So how are you feeling?
Yeah, totally. That's what it felt like after the first route. I knew, okay, it couldn't get worse anymore. Yeah. I was really last on the first route, but I knew how far I had to climb on the second, and I just executed. I think I got my mind together quite well. And then in semis I was quite early, and so I had no idea what was going to be the high point later on, so I just climbed, and turns out I set an early high point for quite a long time. It
was amazing. I know you got to go because isolation shuts, but best of luck for the comp. Hope it goes well.
Thanks.
See you later. Right, I've managed to find Campbell, who's joining me for co-commentating here tonight. Campbell, we're going to chat about the routes a little bit, but before we do, Olympics is coming up in a couple of weeks. It's a massive deal, but I wanted to sort of take it to a personal level here. So, number one, like, how are you dealing with everything? Because there's so much pressure, so much noise around it. Like, how do you even cut through that and just go climbing?
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, it's been hard. Like, I really respect the other competitors who've kind of been able to like deal with that pressure and have some really great results, because obviously like right before a big event like the Olympic Games, there is so much pressure to have like your best performance, and the last couple of comps, even though training's going well, haven't really been that for me. So it's definitely tough, but I think it's reminding me to just try to enjoy the process and like think of everything it took to like get to this point, and I just trust in the process that it's going to come together on the day, really.
Because I guess there's two sides of it. There's the comp bit, but there's also those little moments you're going to have, like when you walk into the athlete village, or I've got goosebumps thinking about it, but when you walk into the stadium for the opening ceremony, like that's so exciting.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's like there's, you know, among the pressure and the hard work that goes into it, it's also just this like maybe once in a lifetime opportunity that's really special, and you have to be really grateful for that as well. So yeah, just trying to like take it day by day and prepare as well as I can, and you know, hope that is enough when it comes down to it.
Well, look, I wish you the best of luck, and I know I personally get so many messages about you from people who watch you in Australia. I've got people messaging me being, it's 3 a.m. I'm watching Campbell, so I know how much support you've got, so fingers crossed. Let's talk about the routes. Women specifically has what I thought was like a land on a black volume and then jump back up. You think it's more of a sort of skippy thing?
Yeah, I think it is both like a lâché where you swing onto the foot and across, but I think like the foot is quite close, both the holds are quite good, so I think it's more intimidating than anything. Like I don't know if I really see too many of the women or any of the women falling off of it, but maybe it'll be different like once they get up there.
We talk a lot about that intimidation thing and pressure at the beginning of a route. I talk about it, but is it something as an athlete you actually feel when you see something like that? Does it sort of worry you?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like so often there is a sequence at the start of the route, whether it be in qualifications, semis or finals, there'll be something there that's supposed to make you like not get into your flow exactly. There'll be some kind of like punchy crux, and then you either have to like deal with that and relax back into the route, or it'll like kind of throw you into a bit of a tiz from the get-go. So, you know, yeah, you have to be ready to deal with these factors, and no one wants to fall at the beginning, so there is like a little mental battle to this stuff.
I'm definitely going to use the word tiz on the live screen. That's a brilliant way to describe it. All right, well, it's time for the action. So we're going to bring you, as always, the highlights and the results from tonight's finals. The atmosphere in the arena was electric as a huge crowd gathered to watch the stars compete for gold. Two tricky routes awaited with some nervy moves along the way. The men started things off with an endurance-style climb, and Japan's Yuta Imiyazumi was 8th. His score of 38 plus, high up on the climb, but not enough on the night. Shuta Tanaka made easy work of the bottom of the route, but a foot pop up high sent the Japanese athlete down for 7th. His teammate Mototaka Isuzu was the only one to turn and face the crowd at the bottom, although that might not have been the most efficient way through that move. He fell higher up on the route for 6th. Sebastian Helenke from Germany was first out in finals and seemed to be loving being back into the finals after knee surgeries kept him away. It was a great performance from the German athlete, his 42 plus getting him 5th. Max Berton was climbing in his first finals and in front of his home French crowd. He climbed well, finding a unique feet-first method through the black volumes in the middle of the route. He also fell on 42 plus, getting him 4th. Japan's Yono Mata got to the same place, but count back and that vital semi-finals climb, meaning he walked away with the bronze. Looking confident was Japan's Satomi Yoshida. He found his flow down low, leaving him with energy to burn, reaching hold 45 before a dry fire sent him down for silver, and he was disappointed at first. The athlete with the most composure was Zento Murashita, the last of 6 Japanese athletes in the men's final. He's fine, isn't he? He's definitely got energy to burn.
Yeah, 43 confidently. We're seeing some new territory from this point onwards.
Yes, he bumps Max out of the top spots. He's into provisional gold. He hasn't done that clip. Oh, forget what I was about to say. He makes it work with the right hand.
Really stretched out.
A jump to come, though. No, and a jump like that, you know, you might look composed when you're doing moves without dynamic sequences in, but the second you have to jump, you then realise the pump. The women's route had a tricky jump down low that was designed to unsettle the athletes. 16-year-old Flora Oblasa from Austria had a disappointing low slip that left her in 8th. Another 16-year-old, Japan's Natsumi Oda, was next, getting a few moves higher than Flora. Alexander Totkova from Bulgaria took a while to figure out that low jump, and it left her with little time to complete the rest of the route. She had to speed up at the end and fell for 6th. South Korea's Jae Kim also took a while to find the correct swing for the jump. She was running out of time, falling at the same 39 plus point as Alexandra. Rosa Recca was climbing in her first finals and her 3rd Senior World Cup. We're sure to see more of the Slovenian in the future. She came 4th. Austrian climber Mattia Pozzi continued her confident performances of late and looked good throughout. It was a roller coaster of emotions over the last few days for her, and she got her first podium with a bronze. Laura Rogera was out last, and another one who had the clock against her. The Italian's low jump took her quite a few swings to get right, but she increased her pace to get silver. So victory went to Japan's Mei Kataki, her first ever win and a comeback after a while away from the circuit. Let's see if it works. Up she goes, only just with that.
And
up she goes, ignoring the clip for now, just wanting points. She knows she's going to get timed out soon. Doesn't have much time to chalk. She's got to go, don't check. Oh, no.
Oh, that was... Yeah, she obviously must have thought she had a little bit more time than she actually did. You know, stopping to check the time with only 3 seconds remaining would be a bit of a shock.
After a busy few weeks, starting in Chamonix and ending in Briançon, we look ahead to the next competition that will take place in Slovenia.